Hi and welcome to my channel English for You with Sabina. In this video lesson, you're gonna learn all about the present perfect simple. Before we jump into today's lesson, I wanna make sure you know that there's more lessons coming, so make sure to subscribe and tap the bell so that you get a notification every time a new lesson will be published. Are you ready to start? I think you are. When to use the present perfect tense? The present perfect tense is a verb form used to refer to a past action or situation that has a present consequence. It's typically used to indicate experience up to the present, recent actions, or a change that occurred over a period of time. The present perfect is formed using the auxiliary verb have and the past participle of the main verb. For example, we can say I have had. However, the third person singular, he, she, and it, uses has instead of have. As you can see below, there is a table with conjugations in the present perfect simple. How to use the present perfect? First of all, it is used to refer to a completed past action that's relevant to the present. Second, to an action that began in the past and may continue in the present. And third, to talk about experience up to now, a change that occurred over time, recent actions, unfinished action that is expected to be completed. Let's look at example sentences. I've been to New York twice before. My English has improved. Tom has just brushed his teeth. The present perfect can also be used along with future simple tense constructions to describe a future action. In this case, the present perfect clause is usually preceded by a subordinating conjunction, when or until. Let's look at example sentences. I'll send you a message as soon as I've arrived. Or, after Sue has presented the report, I'll take a short break. Let's look at this very important note. When the present perfect occurs more than once in a sentence and refers to the same subject, the second verb can be written without the auxiliary verb have. If the second instance refers to a different subject, a conjugated form of the auxiliary verb should be included. For example, I've written a letter and sent it. John has left and Michael has arrived. Indicating time. As the present perfect refers to an action that occurred at an unspecified time in the past, sentences in the present perfect commonly use adverbs that refer to non-specific time. For example, ever, never, so far. Examples. Anna has never lived in Spain. She has eaten at this restaurant before. Expressions that refer to a specific time, last week, yesterday, are typically used along with preposition for and since. So we can't say, I've worked on this project yesterday. We can say, I've worked on this project since last week. We can't say, Sophie has felt ill last month, because we have to say, Sophie has felt ill for the last month. What about past simple and present perfect? So both tenses refer to past action. However, they have different functions. The past simple is typically used to refer to an action that occurred at a definite time in the past and will not continue, but the present perfect is used to refer to an action that occurred in the past and has present consequences, or to an action that began in the past and may continue. Okay, so now it's time for example sentences. I saw that movie 2 days ago, but I have seen that movie before, and I may see it again. I went to Italy last year, and I have been in Italy for 3 weeks, and I'm still in Italy. Present perfect and present perfect continuous. Both tenses can be used to refer to the present consequences of a past action or situation. We can say, I have lived here for 2 years, or I have been living here for 2 years. However, they cannot always be used interchangeably. The present perfect can be used to refer to a past action or situation that may continue in the present, but the present perfect continuous refers to actions or situations that began in the past and are definitely continuing in the present. Fred has traveled the world. It means that he is probably no longer traveling. Fred has been traveling the world. It means that he is still traveling. How to form negatives? Negatives are formed by adding the adverb not between the subject and the main verb. This is the case for all subjects. What about questions? To ask a yes-no question in the present perfect, put the auxiliary verb first, followed by the subject and the past participle of the main verb. Has he completed the project on time? To ask a question using a WH word like what or when, place the pronoun or adverb before have. Where have you been? What have we done?